Welcome back to another episode of Brotato. We managed to finish off, as we can see, our lovely run with the Generalist earlier, but now we finished off with the Mage. I think we're up to level 4 now, Danger 4. Interesting times ahead now. There are still a lot more characters to get through here, so I think eventually they would like to complete the game at the highest difficulty with all of the characters, and there are some wacky characters, let me tell you that much. But I decided, why don't we take it back to something a little bit more simple? Why don't we go for the Saver? Now the Saver gets plus 10 harvesting, which means that it generates more money at the end of each round, and experience, plus 1% damage for every 30 materials you have. And you start with a piggy bank, and the piggy bank encourages you to save, essentially. At the start of each round, you get, I think, 20% of your total materials, and also items are more pricey at the shop there, excuse me. Now, how do we go for this? Great question. I feel like what we would love to do is our Ghost Flint, which does only 6 damage, so it's not a huge amount of damage, but it attacks relatively fast. And it does get additional attack speed for every enemy that we kill with this weapon during a wave here. So we can start getting some attack speed, which with our bonus damage for having materials on hand, should be quite good. So I think what we want to do, when we see great items, we buy them. Otherwise, we just save our money for as long as possible. And we are going for level 4. New enemies appear, inflation is higher, enemies are stronger, enemies drop less materials. Why did we have to get this level with our Saver? Okay, I didn't actually know that was going to be the new modifier, but regardless, we still go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That should be some extra. I think we got the perfect amount there to get a little bit of attack speed there. We did get 1 attack speed. That was well worth it. Now, with our Saver, we obviously want to go for our harvesting, so we'll pick this up early. And we just ignore this. 62 is our current there. We do have a P bank, so plus 20% to the start here, so we should get, what, an extra 12? We could get exactly 12 there, very nice. Now 1, 2, 3, we're looking for 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, we've got to level up, 14, 15, 16, 17, a lot. We got a lot. Okay, we got enough. We want to pick up all of these goodies here, of course. We want to have all the money here early. So now we'll get 125% bonus there. Extra attack speed is honestly quite good. Lifesteal's not horrible as well. Let's go for, I mean, we're getting more attack speed thanks to having the shiv anyway. So if we're getting more of that, why don't we then go for something else, like our Lifesteal. And we get another level up, very nice, okay. Extra range damage or HP regeneration. A little bit of HP regeneration can help out a great deal. And honestly, let's go for a second Ghost Flint here. We'll just leave it there. Again, we're looking to get our piggy bank working, but now we have a chance to buff up our attack speed multiple times. Oh, are we killing them in one shot here? Not quite. So we do have to bear that in mind. If they both go down the same direction there, then we should get them though in one go. So this is where the attack speeds increases will help out a great deal, but we would like to increase our damage a little bit if we get the chance to. I can't quite remember if this is melee or range damage. I believe this is a melee weapon, so it must be based on melee. There we go. We only missed out on 4 materials. We want to get more harvesting. And let's see, what is this? This is a melee damage, so it's based on our sword, which is melee damage. Very nice. Now, what do we go for here? Nothing, because we want more harvesting, not less. A rock there is pretty mediocre. Let's just keep going here. So again, we're our Saver. We need to play on as tight of a budget as possible. We're all about saving our money and spending it later on. Okay, we'll go for the big clusters of enemies there as our priority. Oh, easy does it. We don't really have much max. Oh, we don't have much healing there at all. Oh, careful, careful. This guy's following me. We do have a little bit of HP regeneration, but it's not much. Now we do just want to fire in the middle. Okay, a little bit more damage there. Oh, careful, careful. Oh, careful, 1 HP. Okay, now we just run. If you ever get to that point, you just hightail it out there. You make Billy big steps and you run as fast and as far as possible. You know what? We're going heavy attack speed here. That's all we're doing. Ooh. We don't have much crit chance though, so our Thief Stagger, while it would be fantastic on this character, and I only really thought about it now, we're just going for our Ghost Shiv based build here. And we do now have enough attacking them that we should get quite a good bit of damage output there by virtue of our attack speed. Our attack damage is still pretty low, but even having this number of projectiles there is certainly increasing the damage output that we've got. Now we keep running around in circles. Our movement speed is adequate. It's not great, but it is adequate. We'll look to increase that later on as well, as we'll do the same with our damage there, of course. Just keep running around. I had that awful sinking feeling for a moment that I forgot my recording to start my recording. Thankfully that wasn't the case. Melee damage is good with what we've got here, so we will go for this. It's also the only upgraded one. And now we see these deal even more damage. That should be quite a nice little upgrade. And you know what? A Ghost Axe there as well is quite a nice little addition too. So we'll go for this. We keep going. Harvesting is the main one that we want, but why not go for some extra passive stat gains here as well with these items. Now this is a smaller wave with fewer enemies, but with quite a few annoying enemies. There we go. We did get a level up here. Would love to get a second level up, but I'm not too sure if that's possible. And I'm not too sure if different enemy types there give us different amount of experience there. I haven't really gone too deep into it. Oh, careful. Careful. We have 17 more seconds to survive. We do have some passive regeneration, of course. Getting some extra lifesteal would be quite nice. There we go. We get in here into the main group. Unleash hell, or as much as we can. Most of that's going to be safe next time. We didn't manage to collect it all. Extra lifesteal again, that's what we were looking at. Why don't we reroll once and see if we can get lucky with this? Well, speaking of getting lucky with it, and extra melee damage, sure, let's go for that. Another Ghost Flint, sure. Now we do have 14 attack speed. I believe that attack speed has only come about due to our Ghost Flints. We do have extra dodge, but we do have less armor there. So that less armor means that we're taking 25% more damage, which is certainly a concern. Alright. We'll see how we go though. And again, just buffing up, getting ourselves passive stats through these runs is obviously very good. Getting ourselves passive income would be quite nice as well if we had our Thieves' Daggers, but we didn't really find it early. Maybe it was an option that I could have taken at the start and I just wasn't paying attention. That sounds like something I would do. But regardless, we are earning some big stacks of cash here. But of course that means that we haven't really bought much and we haven't really gained much in the way of stats. Except for what we get for our level ups. Now was that 10 damage there? We've got to be very careful that we don't get chased down by these lot. Thankfully these enemies are rather slow. Get another nice little level up there. Ouch. Okay, a bit more damage taken. We'll take as much as we can. We stack some up for next wave. Extra melee damage is still fantastic. We're really stacking a lot of that there. Extra dodge while standing still. Interesting. Let's reroll once. I think we can justify rerolling once, and then if we don't find anything that we like that one for example, then we just don't buy anything. A little muscly dude is not terrible. As we are going for melee based damage, does give us some max HP as well, but then we lose so much interest there. So we have 681, then we go to 817 there. So we basically got 130, about the cost of that item there, in just pure interest. So the less we buy, the better off that we are. I think we can justify not buying too much more for a little bit longer, even though this is making these areas harder to fight there, as we don't have a huge amount of damage. Okay, there we go. Not terrible though. We do have to be very careful of that though. 2 of those back to back would kill us, so we need some extra HP. Pick up those heals there when we can. You are even stronger, aren't you? There we go, we're going to take you out. We do have some more health in there. We also have some health up to the top right here, I believe, the northeast direction. There we go. Back up to nearly full HP. There we go, we got rid of you, we got rid of you, we managed to sidestep you. All of those red shots are vanishing once again. Whiffing harmlessly, by us. Max HP, I think. I mean, I love extra melee damage. We love extra melee damage, but the max HP is... No, we're going melee damage, screw it. Screw it, you know what, another Ghost Axe too. There we go. Level that one up too. Now we keep going, 899 up to 1078, so we basically got an extra 200 for that one. Near enough. Okay, this wave should give us a lot of resources here. And I'm hoping that it's not going to result in any damage to us. Carefully does it. Sidestep appropriately. Do they keep spawning where I'm moving, or is that just a bit of bad luck on my... I guess it's not bad luck, you know, it's not the end of the world to be spawning around them as long as we can kill them quickly enough. There we go, we got a dodge. We've got lots and lots of food there as well, as and when needed. We managed to dodge a lot of those big attacks there. Actually, 2 of those probably still could have killed us if we were unlucky. We probably need some extra armor as well, truth be told, and I really want to get in the center there to pick up those. All that experience that we've got. Maybe backtrack this way, see if we can maneuver a different way and get access to it. Oh, carefully does it. There we go. That was nice. That's what I needed right towards the end there as well. I think I timed that pretty well. 1400. We found a medal there. Very nice. I'll take that. Max HP, damage, armor, and speed. Extra attack speed is pretty good again. We'll go for that. Extra range? No, thank you. Why don't we reroll once? And extra speed there is good. Okay. We will combine another one of these. We'll then buy another base ghost axe. We'll then buy another one of these. Extra attack speed, yeah, sounds good. And we'll reroll once again. Black belt. Extra experience gain there. That seems pretty good. I'll take that one, and then we'll leave everything else. So we still have 1,000 gold. Don't forget that we do have extra damage there as well, thanks to our passive for every 30 that we have. So I believe we've got an extra 30 damage. That's percentage damage there, thanks to that. So actually going for lots and lots of attack speed there with our pretty insane damage is not a silly idea. But of course we are still weak in the armor department. We've got a negative value there. We've got low dodge, we've got low max HP. So it's certainly possible that we just run into a situation there where we basically get almost one shot. In fact, the negative armor there is really putting that into a sticky situation there for us. Let's go back this way. Try and decide which way to path through here is one of the trickiest things on the fly. But again, with our very, ooh, careful, get some HP there. We get a nice little level up. Lost my train of thought there again when we took all that damage. Oh, okay, a bit more damage. There we go. 1400 gold again. We will go back up to some extra max HP, I believe. Lifesteal is nice, but just being further away from being one shot is good. Honestly, that's worth it. I'll take that. We do start off a little bit worse for wear, but then we do get some extra HP regeneration there, which gives us more passive healing during a run. Actually, these enemies aren't too bad to deal with as well there. They do take quite a few hits, but we have enough damage there that it's not too much of an issue. We also have enough weapons. And I do think going for the ethereal build was quite decent to go for. Ethereal also, ethereal being a type of our weapon that we have here. We've all got ethereal axes and daggers, or shivs. Oh, careful. That's what I mean there about situations getting very hairy very quick. The ethereal bonus with all of the weapons that we've got, I believe that we've got plus 30% dodge, so that we're less likely to take damage, more likely to dodge enemy attacks, whether that's kind of contact damage or projectiles. But also we have -5 armor, so when we do get hit, we get hit by even more damage there, which is obviously not that great. Okay, we do want to go in there a little bit, get some extra damage in. There we go. Okay, 1700 gold to our name. We'll re-roll, and extra luck. I think we can get away with a little bit extra luck here going forwards. Lifesteal would be quite nice, but it does kind of ruin the build that we're going for. Minus lifesteal, extra range, and attack speed. I think that is worth it for the attack speed. We'll re-roll once more. We will sleep on everything else there. Now again, I wouldn't mind a little bit more max HP, being honest. Why don't we check our damage and our attack speed? Oh no, we saw our attack speed. It's about 80%. I'm sure a lot of that came just from our shivs. It would be quite nice if that was possible to see where it all came from, but that would probably require far too many, drop-down windows there whenever you hovered over them. It probably clogs up the screen a little bit for information that most people won't really care about. Except people like myself. I am a little bit of a stats nerd there. I am interested in that kind of stuff. maybe a little bit sad to admit there, but I think it would be really cool there when you finally pass away, you know, when your autoerotic asphyxiation. Oh wow, words do be hard. There we go, another complete stumble. Autoerotic asphyxiation. Oh wow, run lost. There we go. You just, you know, mind goes elsewhere and you just can't win it there. Okay, well, I mean, that was only 15 minutes. We can go again. We were doing quite well though. Look at that. 80% bonus damage there. Almost 100% attack speed. Maybe we played a little bit too risky there by not buying extra items. So let's go for a new run. Why don't we switch our character from the save? We'll check out somebody else. And why don't we go for, oh, I don't know. Why don't we go for, we've got many different characters. Minus harvesting, extra damage, extra enemies. Attack speed with unarmed weapons, crazy, precise weapons. Lucky, we get lots of luck modifiers. Old, max HP, interesting. You know what? Why don't we go for standing still? Unattack while... Oh wow, that's interesting. That would actually be pretty awful. You really need a strong build there to have a chance of that working. Why don't we go for wildling? So primitive weapons. We start with a stick. You can't equip weapons above tier 2. But we do have massive amounts of lifesteal. So we start with a stick. Why don't we also go for another stick then? So the more sticks the merrier. So we've now got 2 sticks. We get extra damage there for each stick that we have. I don't know why I expected it to be, you know, it's a projectile, he's stabbing them. I kind of thought that he would swing at them. And that would be quite cool if you could modify the attack style of each weapon there. So that you could attack, you know, you could set a rocket launcher to attack clusters. You could set your SMG to attack individuals. You could set your sword to attack close enemies, all that kind of good stuff. Now we will go for melee damage. Try and get that back into the positives. And honestly, XP gain there early is fantastic. I'll go for an extra stick as well there. Deals +4 damage for every additional stick you have. So we could just go a full stick build. There we go. So now we're doing 15 damage a pop. We're also getting more experience there, so we will reach level ups faster. There we go. Make sure that you're attacking different enemies there when you can, rather than just all attacking the same one. And now that we've got like the offbeat rhythm, now we're attacking really quite well there. We do of course have our lifesteal, so I wouldn't mind going for quite a bit of max HP, because that means if we take damage it's not the end of the world. Now I think a bit of luck early on's not too bad. We'll go for another stick. Absolutely amazing. More trees spawn? Nah, I don't think we need that. Look at this. We're a tree. We're trying to camouflage in. Shame that we didn't add more trees into the build here. That's for sure. But I think we're doing well enough here regardless. And actually I do have to say that the other run that we went through was very, very quick for the stage that we were at. I suppose that's what happens there when you don't have that much, you know, you're not really doing anything with your gold there. Rather than spending it, you're just saving it for a rainy day. And that rainy day unfortunately came too late and we died. Okay. Extra armor. We'll go for extra luck there again. And we'll go for, we've already got amazing lifesteal. But why don't we make it even more amazing? A knife, not that useful. A cake. I mean, the max HP isn't horrible. +3 max HP. Start the next wave with 1 HP. Sure, let's give that a go. I'm sure that can't end poorly for us. No, we should have... No, we kill 1 or 2 enemies there, and then we'll get some HP regeneration again. Some lifesteal, I should say. There we go. We're already back up to 3 HP, 4 HP. So I think that was worth it, but it's obviously a very risky gambit to go for. They can obviously very quickly end a run there if you're not paying attention, or if you get unlucky. Just get, you know, catch some strays there. Like that enemy almost shot at me. Get this tree, we get an item. Do we get an item out of this tree? No. Okay, cute monkey. -1 range damage. I'm not going for a range weapon, so that's fine. +8% chance to heal 1 HP when picking up. Oh, that sounds fantastic, I'll take that. Extra attack speed is not terrible, although maybe we just keep going for luck and try and get rarer and rarer items. Yeah, thank you. Sounds great. Another stick as well. Wow, perfect money for that. It's like it was meant to be there. Couldn't have planned that any better there. Alright, let's keep going. Very nice. And we are getting some crits now too, which is not too bad. Up to 33 max HP with our 5 stick build. Of course, we'll start upgrading our sticks, but don't forget there, we can only get up to level 2 on our sticks there, so I mean, that's not fantastic. And our range is not huge, so we are going to have to be pretty up close and personal. So we're going to be relying on our passive items for the most part. But we do have our sticks there getting stronger with every other stick that you have, so I mean, that's still working quite nicely for us. Careful, there we go. We have a lot of resources there to pick up later. We'll get some more luck. Range damage, no thank you. I mean, extra luck again there, so our luck there means we get lots more consumables or items, and increases the rarity of items in the shop. We could go for some range damage, but we're really not going for range damage here at all, so we'll skip that. We'll go for our defective steroids. We'll roll once. And we'll go for another stick there. Look at that, 6 stick build. This primitive build are working quite nicely there so far. I think this is pretty much how you intended to play it there. Just go for either attack or range. Maybe the luck isn't a necessary component there, but I do like the idea. Actually, luck is good for our passive items, but if we see a rare stick, I don't know if they even appear, but it wouldn't allow us to take it, would it? So maybe luck is not that great, because we want uncommon sticks, like cheap sticks. Unga bunga like cheap stick. No big stick. I don't even know what that was supposed to be. -2s in chat there for that poor attempt at humour there. I even had to delay for a second to set it up there. That's how embarrassing that one was. Okay, there we go. 191 gold to spend. Extra max HP, very, very nice, of course. As is, honestly, a little bit of armour there. I think we go tanky with lots and lots of lifesteal that we've already got based on our character down here. Plus 25% lifesteal with primitive weapons. Very nice. Okay, crit chance but lose armor. I think we skip that. Metal detector's not too bad, extra luck there as well. And we can now upgrade our stick, so we shall. And we'll just keep going. Even more damage there, 42. Good stuff, happy days. Lovely metal detector sticking out of our head there as well. That's not where I expected it to be. I expected it to be like carrying him, like attached to the hip. Although I don't really know if potatoes have what you could call a hip. Although to be fair, they do seem to have hands. It is moving. Oh no, it is. Okay, we do have little feet there. That's the first I've noticed of them, if you look really closely. So it is a situation there where we must have hips. Lovely, girthy, starchy hips. Oh, ouch. Okay, let's go for that tree. There we go, we get some healing. Our lifesteal is, of course, you know, even if we take some damage, we heal it back in no time. In fact, why don't we try and take some damage? We're down to 43. And we're back up to full already. Now we took some more damage. We can kind of face tank enemies there a little bit. A little bit. Maybe, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. And extra damage is great. I do love the max HP, but let's go for a bit more of this. Plus 2 melee damage, yeah, we'll absolutely take that one. We'll roll again. Max HP but less dodge. Yeah, why not? Why not? Knife attack speed. That's pretty good too. Now we keep going. There we go. Those attacks are doing quite well. And as we can see, these enemies do drop a lot more materials. So it is worth making sure that we prioritize them. Our lifesteal obviously helping out a great deal here too. Oh, careful. Doesn't mean that we want to go and, you know, damage ourselves for no good reason. And we still want to be sidestepping enemies as they go by. Good damage, we get to level 10, we take a bit of a beating there in front of our face. We run right into that enemy because we're a bit of a moron. There we go, look at that little cluster. This is where we work well. We work best in groups here. And even taking the damage. We get a nice little item. That's courtesy of our, what is it, our luck stat there, which is helping out quite a great deal. We go into the cluster here, take out as many as possible. We basically just run into them, as we talked about earlier. And very few materials were left on the ground. Oh my god, extra experience gain. I will take that in a heartbeat. Ooh, tricky. Speaking of face tanking, oh no, the 15% attack speed is really good. That increases our DPS by so much. We will go for defective steroids, max HP and melee damage again. We'll reroll once more. Melee damage and crit chance. Yeah, and a medal, which we should have probably taken then. Do we care about the crit chance? I think we care about everything else more so we will freeze that. We'll come back in a second. We're not really finding many sticks there. That is my concern. I would love to have more sticks. I'm not really finding any rare weapons, so it looks like you can't even get them in the shop, which is good, because that means that you're not clogging up your shop with weapons that you can't even take. There we go. Very nice, very nice. A lot of big clusters here, a lot of experience being gained in this one, a lot of money, a lot of moolah. Get some nice level ups. Up our tree in case there's an item hiding within. No, just run over those HP upgrades there as well. Those HP drops, I should say. What are they, like rotten little cactus fruit there? I can't quite tell. Delicious. Okay. Again, we're not really too concerned here. Do we manage to take out the tree? Anything good inside? Not really. 5 seconds left. We'll just face tank again. Sit right in the mucky muck. There we go. We did manage to drop down to half HP, so we can't do that all the way down, but hey, some more max HP helps out there, as does some more armor. As does, I mean, when you get a level 4 upgrade, you've got to go for it there, right? A huge little luck upgrade. We'll go for our medal here. These don't do piercing, do they? No, I don't believe so. Let's reroll. Let's go for another stick. Piggyback. I don't think we care about saving our gold here too much. Baby with a beard. No, that's not worth it there thanks to our range damage being so low. We'll go for a mastery. We'll reroll once more. We get another stick. And that's pretty good there. Look at this little pattern that it's made there. That was the game's own choice. I didn't decide to do it that way. There we go. Look at that damage. Absolutely fantastic. The stick bonuses continue to work out very well in our favor. We just need some more attack speed. More attack speed, of course, means that our lifesteal is coming through and proccing more often too. There we go. There's a nice item for our troubles from a regular enemy. Thank you again for our luck. So we're almost at the stage there where we have as much luck as our luck character would have. Is he called Lucky or something? I can't quite remember. Something very simple and easy to remember, which of course I haven't. I've only played him once, to be fair, and it was quite fun getting lots of rare weapons, but I don't know, I think the other bonuses there were a little bit weak. I don't know why that stutter came in. I don't think I've ever stuttered in this game beforehand. Alright, some good damage there, run through the middle, keep going. And as we can see, attack speed would be a nice little upgrade here. Keep running through here, picking up as many as we can. There we go, 412. We'll absolutely take this leather vest, more armor. Max HP or lifesteal? We'll go for the max HP again. We do have a level 2 stick. We can't buy it unless we combine this and then buy another stick. We'll take it that way. Extra melee damage, less HP regen. Don't mind about that at all. So now we have 8 armor, so we're taking, you know, 2/3 base damage there basically. We do have another stick, we'll upgrade that. We'll also buy a blindfold. Reduces range, which is not the end of the world. That's not what we're going for. And there we go. We have maxed out our stick build here. So now we're no longer looking for weapons, as we are killing these enemies pretty damn quick. We're now looking for passive items there to go for. And I don't think we'd prefer to go to a sling. I don't think we care for a torch or a spear. I think we just keep the stick build. I am the stick man, the mighty stick man. This is pre-Bronze Age here. I mean, this is pre-Stone Age here, isn't it, if we don't even have any stones attached to our sticks. Keep going here. Some good damage. We can just run through the middle. We can face tank a little bit. We heal back up. Our lifesteal is such that we really don't mind too much. We can just run through. Wherever the clusters are, we run towards them. More or less. I mean, we are still losing more HP than we're gaining. So we will have to dodge, dip, duck, dive, and weave every now and then. I think that's the right order. Can't remember what that reference is off there, but it's been stuck in my head there a wee bit for the past few ones of my streams here. Especially when I've been playing this game, that's for sure. Now, attack speed is great. We talked about how good attack speed is. We could go for more luck, but no, the attack speed is fantastic. I mean, yeah, why not chuck down a turret there that deals 22 damage with each shot? There's no reason not to. Extra speed for losing some luck. That sounds fine. Wisdom is great. I will take that one. That's not great, so we'll ignore that. Wisdom there, of course, means that we start with less damage, but as the duration of the combat goes on, we deal more and more. Which I think for some of those bigger enemies later on will certainly help out. And we have managed to go for what we did plan for, which is high max HP, a decent amount of armor, full stick build, which gives us lots and lots of HP regen, not HP regen, sorry, lifesteal. Two very similar things, which are not one and the same, and should not be confused, especially not in this game. Okay, there we go. Played that. We have our tree here. Any items in it? Indeed we do. Lovely. Stream of luck right there. Or recording luck, I guess. We're not really streaming right now, are we? Let's move back and focus with our camera there. Oh, let's make sure that we're paying attention to our HP as well. All about making sure that you have that as pleasant of a viewing experience as possible there, of course. So do let me know in the comments below if there's anything that I can do, like changing the audio levels, maybe turning up the music a little bit. I try and keep it so that, you know, you can hear what's going on in the background, but also you've got the smooth, sultry tones of my voice to accompany that with. Oh, we absolutely go for more attack speed. Now we're buffing that up quite nicely. We take our wisdom, we'll roll once. Sad tomato is pretty damn good. And I think I will take that. The extra HP regen there on top of our lifesteal should help out a great deal. Now we keep going. We're only at wave 13, so we've still got a wee ways to go until we're at our final boss fight. But as we can see, our damage here is pretty substantial. These are usually quite tanky enemies, are they not? Now, if you do have a character and a build that you would like to see as well, please don't hesitate to suggest them in the comments below. I do record some episodes in advance, but not so far in advance that I won't be able to get to your comments there and look to integrate that build either on live stream, but more, you know, if it comes from a YouTube comment, I will try and do it on the YouTube. If it comes from a Twitch chatter, in Twitch chat, then I will try and implement it there on stream, of course, just so that the people who are watching on the different platforms can see their suggestions being played in real time, of course. We've already had some suggestions there with the brawler. That was the first character that I ever played, and we almost won, but we died on the boss there because I didn't know the mechanics, which now are absolute child's play. We're going to run straight through the middle there, kill as many as we can. Get some nice experience orbs there for later on. Sure, more damage, more max HP, and more attack speed. The attack speed's still working well for us. Lifesteal, extra enemies. You know what? We're going to go for both of these. We'll save our gold. Now, that did give us more enemies to deal with, didn't it? But that does mean more lifesteal again, so our primitive weapons and our attack speed there should mean that we're healing up pretty damn fast. As we can see, if you keep an eye on our HP there, we're at 64 at the moment. We're now up to 70. We dodged that shot. We're now back down to 60, and then back up to 70, just like that. So you can see that, you know, as long as we're avoiding the shots for the most part, we can get our HP back pretty damn quick. And now we're up to full. Now we can kind of play it a little bit risky. Oh, now we're a little bit unhealthy, so we will play it safe again. Dodge some of those attacks there. Thank you, dodge stat. And we're mostly staying around the same level. Now that is a lot of projectiles there going across the screen. Let's go into my mind palace and go cross-eyed and try and dodge them as much as possible. And there we go. Working alright here, but they are coming towards me. Oh, there we go. We take some damage. We're running right through. We lost a lot of HP there, but we did get a lot of experience there right at the very end. Now, melee damage or dodge percent chance? I think we want the dodge. Our dodge is obviously saving quite a bit of damage coming in. We wouldn't mind the medical turret, but it's not amazing. I think we reroll. Armor while standing still. It's interesting. It is interesting, but I don't think that's going to fit with our build. Armor, less speed. I think we do keep stacking up the armor here. We're taking 40% less damage. We'll roll again. Mastery is worth it. Knife is not. Plus 3 max HP, start the next wave with 1 HP. I don't think that's worth it either, but I'll take it anyway. Why not? We get some passive healing. We now attack you here. As long as we don't die in these early stages, and we get a chance to regen up to, you know, a good 30 plus HP, we should be okay. Let's just make sure that we're not going to get shot at. Careful. those projectiles. Oh my god, please don't tell me we're going to die because we took that stupid little item from the shop. We're doing a lot healthier now. We want to stay close enough there that we can throw lots and lots of jabs out at you, but not so close that we get into a situation that we can't dodge away from. Okay, we'll go down here, pick up some extra food. We will skip out to this side here. Good thing we've got the armor, that's all I'll say. Good thing we've got some dodge percentage chances as well. Oh god, okay. Alright, this is a little bit scary. We've got 10 seconds left on the wave. We're just going to run through. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, that's what's the worst that could happen. Okay, 2 seconds, 1 second. We made it, we made it. Okay, that was not worth it. Far too risky. We'll go for more attack speed. That's what we want to go for. Plus 1 damage for every 1 speed that you have. That's not bad. We'll go for the mastery. We'll go for the melee damage. And we'll just keep going. So our harvesting, you lose 9 materials at the end of the wave. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Negative harvesting, really not the end of the world. Now, we are up to wave 16. We start with half HP. We get some nice regeneration going here. We get back up to full soon enough. I don't know if there's a cap on the lifesteal there. As in, like, you don't need... There is with regen there, we can only regen a certain amount. No, I think lifesteal you can only regen at most 10 per second there, right? So you still have to do lots of dodging there. It's not like it's an auto win button. But I'm sure there are ones that you can get which are abilities there when you're standing still, which result in you basically being invulnerable, more or less. You know, like having a certain amount of dodge stat, which means that you dodge. I think at max stat there you can have 60% dodge chance, so just over 50-50. And then you can also have lifesteal there as well, so you know, you kill enemies that get too close to you, and lifesteal off of them there, so you maintain a neutral standing. There's a lot of strong enemies following me here, chasing me away. There we go, wave clear. We didn't manage to pick up 140 of those materials. Elemental damage? No thank you. Lifesteal range, I mean, we just keep going for the attack speed, right? We've almost got 100% attack speed. Cacti Club is interesting, but again, it's based on range damage there, so not worth it. We do have another stick, but we can't buy it. Extra crit chance, but less damage. We'll take it. We'll reroll. A bit of more armor. 38% up to 42%. We're not going to go for the weird ghost again. That was a total bait. Extra HP regeneration. We'll take that. And we'll just keep going here. Now we get 141 bonus cash here. So we'll make sure to try and pick up as much as we can there to benefit from all of that. And actually, we should be remembering as well, we're at the stage now where we get more damage there for every material that we have. So not spending money at the shop is actually well worth it there as well. And we should be seriously considering that now that we're reaching towards our final waves. Rather than spending it on okay things, we should be saving it for only great items. And instead there look to save it to get our damage modifiers up as high as possible. Because I believe it's 1 for every 30, so if we have 300 we have an extra 10% damage. We already have 300, so we can see 90 damage is our base at the moment. Got some decent dodge percent chances there. 7 seconds left, do we run in the center? Yeah, why not? We didn't die, that's always good. There we go, we can get away with quite a bit there. Black belt, extra experience gain, and melee damage, yeah that's fantastic. Extra speed isn't bad. We could keep going for the lifesteal. No, I think we go for the speed, so if we need to run away then we can. We're going to reroll once, and then we're going to decide, no thank you. Now we do have the extra damage there with 461 to our name. But don't forget as well there that we do also have the extra bonus damage stacking up there for the longer that we stay in combat here. So by the end of it we should have 12 times 5, we should have 60% bonus damage there I think towards the end of combat. Oof, careful does it. Okay, we're really just running away from the slot here. Maybe we try and run through a little bit and go for these enemies in the back. There we go. Now we've got less of you buffed up, and we are doing better at clearing you out now. Although we are a little bit hurt, so let's go this way and keep our dodging now. Alright, lots of enemies through here. Careful, careful. Keep an eye on the bullet hell situation. Now again, let me know as well in the chat there if you do play on WASD, if you have this game of course, or whether you've changed the style there to mouse only controls. I switched it there for my stream quality. Less speed, yeah, we'll go for that. Engineering, max HP there sounds fantastic. But the basic one, the one that you start with, less enemies isn't bad, but I think we're still okay as we are. That's our last reroll. We've got 690 credits, which means that, what is that, like an extra 20, 22, 23 bonus damage. What was I saying anyway? Oh yes, it starts on WASD control scheme, and I had to manually go into the settings and change it there. I actually did that after my first game there. And again, that's largely due to the fact that I have a mechanical keyboard, so it just makes too much clicky-clacky noises there. And I enjoy it, I like the tactile feedback, but for a game like this, the mouse is interesting. Play it one-handed, nice and relaxed. I guess WSD you can also play it one-handed because the shooting is done automatically. There's nothing needed to be done on our end there. Okay, this is tricky. A lot of strong enemies here. We need 10 seconds left on this. Can we deal with them? Oh my Lanta, we might die here. Let's keep dodging sideways. Is our HP going to be high enough? 2 seconds left. 1 second. Oh my god, 18 HP. How close did we get to dying there? Far too close, that's for sure. We'll go for some extra damage. Plus 10 max HP, restore 3 HP per second. Cannot heal any other way. I don't think that works there because our lifesteal is our main way of healing. That would actually be quite a significant downgrade. So we re-roll here. Wandering bot. Slows down nearby enemies. Honestly pretty good. We'll pick this up and we'll keep going. We are in our final wave. So we get in close here. Actually, we want to kill enemies from afar here first. Let's get to full HP and then we'll go for our boss. Once we're at full HP, then we can go, wail on the boss. And then we'll just kind of, every time we need to back off, we'll back off, get some HP back, and then we'll go in on the boss again. Like so. Now we do need some decent crowd control. I don't know how well we're doing currently on that front. I would say there's a bit to be desired there. Okay. Let's see. This is where I would love to have more of a range focus build. Unfortunately, that's not what we've opted for. So we do have to get up close and personal there. We are doing 100 damage a pop here. We do get some nice dodges going on as well. Don't forget that as we pick up more and more materials, we do increase our damage output there as well. Let's try and go for you out here. Try and, dodge that one, thankfully. Try and get some regen going on. Don't run into those attacks there, please. That was the easiest dodge in the world to make. Oh my god, we're gonna die here, aren't we? Yep, wow, run lost right at the very end. I just think that our, we did have the absolutely fantastic, where's our character? Down here. Amazing lifesteal, but it just wasn't enough there. Even with our attack speed, so that we were attacking, every half second basically, the lifesteal wasn't enough. We did have lots of primitive there, which gave me lots of max HP too, which is quite nice. But it just wasn't to be here. I'm sure we'll get there with our level 4. You can't win them all. Thank you as always there for tuning in. If you did enjoy the video, with 2 runs in it actually, well, 2 half runs I suppose, please do consider dropping a like and a subscription. Also check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/Sandoya. Thank you all very much for tuning in there. You've been absolutely fantastic. Hope to see you in the comments. Hope to see you next time. I've been Sandoya, you've been great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now there, folks. See ya.